The strongest 7 charts in crypto. Here they are, right in front of you. The blue list. We have an assortment of lists here on this channel, from blue to the strongest. The green, second, orange, then goes red, and then pink is the worst of the worst. That's the opposite of the blue. But for this video, we're going to look at the strongest 7 charts in crypto. Is your coin on here? Right, this is it. I'm going to go in order down the list. We're going to take a brief review of each of these. And then, right, if you feel that your coin should be on the list, let me know. Send me a request. Leave me a comment below. We can look at it. Maybe we'll add it. Let me know why you think it should be on the list. It's per the chart. It must be. What are the qualifications? I'm glad you asked. It must be at all-time highs or near all-time highs. And the chart must be above all moving averages. And if that sounds simple to you, I invite you to just look at any other random charts that are not on this list. Not likely going to have those 2 prerequisites. Those strongest charts tend to remain the strongest throughout the cycle. So if you don't have any of these, maybe consider doing that. All right, so let's start it off with Toncoin. Already at its 1618. This might not make a whole lot of sense to you, but I invite you to look at a fib extension on pretty much any coin. The fact that it's already at the 1618 is beyond crazy and beyond strong. So this is why it's the lead coin. It's one of the strongest per the market cap as well. I mean, the Toncoin market cap is already extremely high. So it's one thing to do this when you have, 10, 15, $100 million market cap. But to do like $1 billion plus market cap is very impressive. So here we are. In 2024 alone, right, since the start of just this year, it's up over 350%. Many coins can't keep pace with that. Some have outperformed that, but we're above all moving averages. All moving averages moving up. We're at the 1618, where coincidentally, we topped out within 2 cents exactly of the 1618, right? Fibonacci's are great areas of importance. They don't always hold true with every coin, but levels of importance, levels of interest, for sure. Okay, so that's Toncoin briefly wrapped up looking at it. I mean, obviously the breakout level, previous resistance, held that for a long time. Early 2023, again in late 2023, finally broke out in March of this year, and the rest is history. Holding even that upper tier EMA 8 in that red, if you put it on closing prices. Just fabulous looking chart. Strongest coins tend to remain strong throughout this cycle. Caspa. What? Look at this chart. Uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. Yes, this is the kind of stuff you want to be in. Unfortunately, if you're on the pink list, most of your charts look like the inversion of this. It said pink list. If you don't believe me, let's just go pick one. Let's go to the pink list real quick. Here's the pink list, just summed up. Let's just look at one of the worst charts, and there you go. Basically, all downtrend, right? This would be a blue chart, and instead, this is the red chart, right? So let's go back to the good ones, right? Caspa, look at that, right? Pink chart, blue chart. All right, so above all moving averages, at or near all-time highs, sure. Strong uptrends, sure. Where we are now, we're still in an uptrend, yes. We have a high, a higher high, and yet a higher high. A low, a higher low. By definition, you're in an uptrend. When would we stop that? Well, first we'd have to put in a lower high, and then we'd have to put in a lower low. We'd have to go basically back below 10 cents in order for this to have a sniff at a downtrend, at least on the weekly chart. So let's look at our next area of interest to the high side. We can just do a quick kind of swing high to swing low. And we get the 1618 here at about 28 cents. So current prices, let's take a little measure move here. From where we are as of right now, we have a 55% move up there. So if we continue said uptrend, our next area of interest would be around the 28 cent mark per the fib. Right? So that is Caspa wrapped up. Let's continue on. Ando. Now again, some of these little iffy. Why do I say that? Why should this be on the blue chart? Or why am I suspect that it is on the blue chart? It doesn't have a whole lot of history. Really, it came in this year. There's a couple of coins on here on this chart from that. So I could see an argument where they don't need to be on here because they don't have the history to be it. And I agree with that. So take that with a grain of salt if you want. Now, what are these lines? This is where we would turn from blue, not only to it. First of all, let's back up. Where would we turn this chart green? Is if you close, again, what's the prerequisite to be on the blue? You have to be above all moving averages. So if we close under the EMA 8, the weekly, get you an exact number here. It's at $112, $1.12. If we close under 112, this goes to a green chart. Still great, but we start to get out of the upper echelon tier, which we are in these Magnificent 7. We would turn orange if we go back below here. Why would that be a level? Well, that's our breakout. That was our previous resistance, 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 breakout, throwback retest. We're still good and green. We would be green until there. Back under $1, close under there, then we would be orange. You could see how they start to rate these coins, and majority of crypto coins are in orange right now. I think there's like 100, close to 100, 91 out of the coins we follow. Very, very hard to get on some of these extremes. Even the pink list is hard to make. You don't want to be on that list. Most coins are in orange right now. So that's, if you don't see your coin on the blue list or the green list, like, you're probably in the orange, right? No big deal. And I change these every week. So keep on top of it. You want to follow the strength. Strength tends to remain strong throughout the entire bull cycle. So this is why we're covering this. So Ondo's looking great. What about our fib here? Now, this is only 3-week fib, so I would take this a little bit lighter. The next area of interest, just under $2 mark. Also kind of a little psychological level there from where we are currently in prices. That would take us another 65% up for our next area of interest if in fact the low is in, right? And if we don't go back below that dollar mark. So looking good there. Let's move on. Pepe, one of the strongest memes. Besides the one right below it here. But look at this chart, right? Just zoom out on the weekly chart to your whatever your coin you're looking at. Also compare it with Bitcoin, the Bitcoin pairing, and I mean, just look at where it's at. Is it all-time highs? Many not. So again, these, if your coins don't look quite this strong, don't fret. These are the top 7 that I have found, at least as of this week. Please send me a request if you think you have found said new diamond in the rough. All right. So we're at verge of closing back below the EMA 8, but we haven't done it yet. So that's why Pepe is still in the blue. Now, if we do close under the EMA 8, it just goes to green. If it closes under the EMA 14 or under here, it'd still be green until Pepe closes back under like this 888 level. We can go that. So still looking okay. Still in obviously magnificent high uptrend. And until we go back below the 21-week EMA, it will remain green or blue, right? But watch for the close this week. If we want to remain blue on this chart, we must close above the 1136th level. Okay, so that's Pepe. Now, if you're wondering where the Gaussian channel is, if you normally watch my channel, I usually have the Gaussian. We talk about the Gaussian somewhere. All of these coins, the Gaussian is way the hell down. So we don't even need to look at it. It's not even close to the Gaussian. Would help us not. So if you're wondering that, wonder no more. All right. Another, again, magnificent coin, Turbo. This is the AI coin. The founder of this told AI to make it a meme coin. And this is what it came up with, even the name, from my understanding. So here we are. Again, the amazing 1618 just blasted right through that. Still holding above the 1618, but not a whole lot of history here. A little bit more than most. Certainly an uptrend to end the uptrends. Arguably the strongest one we've looked at so far. There's a 300% weekly candle. Don't we all wish our coins would do that in 1 week? But again, in the same boat as Pepe, we're on the verge of closing back to green because you got to be, we're at or near all-time highs. Yes, we are probably the strongest mover out of the coins we've looked at so far. But the rules are the rules. I don't make the rules. I do make the rules. These are my specific rules, so I have to asterisk that this is my channel, and these are my coins, and I will chart them how I want. So these are blue. If you don't like it, you don't have to agree with it. But as of right now, Turbo still looking great. Still an uptrend. One of the strongest uptrends. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Let's go to the next coin. Again, Not much history here. This is a new one. These bottom two are newly added this week. We tested last week at the EMA 8 for PHEMEX token. PHEMEX is an exchange, by the way, if you don't realize. Actually, the exchange I use and I've used for since past 6 years now. But no referral links. I don't shill you anything, right? If you haven't caught on to that, there's no ads or anything like that. So PHEMEX token, strong uptrend. Good to see it. Glad to see it. Holding above the EMA 8. Look, I mean, put on closing prices, the line chart. I mean, just look at all these bounces. That's a sign of strength. Per the chart, not many better than that for 2024. Nice move up. Heck yeah, we're down 50 cents all the way to back over $1. Looking great. Not many people know about that one. I would think if you own that, I'd be shocked. Now let's go into our last one. And last but not least, I should say, let's zoom out, get a snapshot here. Look at the size of this move. One of the biggest moves since last October, right? We're up just a modest 5,000% as of current. I think we went up over 6,000% from low to high, and really just over 6 months, almost 6,000%, right? We're looking at a 60x here, folks. That's very impressive. Above all-time highs, consolidating, went down, tested the 21-week last week, bounced up, holding strong again. So if you're in this coin, kudos to you. Hopefully you got in, anywhere before March and you're looking good. And just holding up here, right? So uptrend, consolidation likely lead to a new uptrend. All moving averages moving up, pointing up, looking great. Fundamentally looks very strong. All right, we're looking for a close at or above 78 cents to remain blue. There's our orange. If we start to close back on the 60 cents, but that's a ways away, right? Got another 20%. Don't really see that happening, especially that it's lasted up here all the spring and summer already. So kudos to you if you are in this newly added to the blue list. And we're, again, like I said, we're adding and taking away, updating all these lists every week. This is current as of this week, all of these. A lot more added to the orange list this week because a lot of altcoins are struggling a little bit. Even some of my favorites. Most of mine are in green and orange. Alrighty. Any questions, comments, requests? Let me know what shill me your coin. We will add it to the list. We can talk about it. I'm going to do a live stream either today or tomorrow. Let me know what works best for you and I'll do it for you. And then we'll update these lists. We'll go through them on the live stream. And I can, scroll through, help you out there. Requests on the live streams as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want more access to additional content, consider subscribing through Patreon. It's linked below. If you can't find it, I'll help you do it. Just send me a message somewhere. I'm on Twitter. I'm on X. Anything else? Feel free to add it. Appreciate you watching this long if you have. Let me see what other coins you guys have that I don't have. Shield me now. Shield me. Quote and card of the day. I almost forgot. You're watching. You're like, where the hell? Okay. It has been my experience that folks who have no vices have very few virtues. By the above wise Abraham Lincoln. Car of the day. Arguably the best Ferrari ever designed. I could see the argument. The Ferrari F50. Back from the 90s. It still looks fantastic to me. Doesn't even look that dated. I mean, this came out right now. I mean, obviously the inside's a little dated, but it's very difficult to design a car that holds up for like 30 years without looking overly dated. And this is it. One of my favorite Ferraris ever designed. Ferrari F50. There's the back. Amazing. And maybe a car you haven't seen. It's the F50 GT. One of the rarest Ferraris. And one of the greatest race cars to have never raced. Self-dubbed. The Ferrari F50 GT. All right, we'll end it on that.